Okay, so today we're looking at a brief for a piece on LeBron James' 2025 China tour. It's trying to blend sports coverage with some pretty heavy political angles.
Yeah, and that's really the first big hurdle, isn't it? This idea of reconciling that energetic, kind of passionate sports host tone, the hype, with these really serious political and human rights issues.
Exactly. The brief mentions the USHK backlash, the Uyghur silence criticism. How do you maintain energy without, well, trivializing things that are incredibly important?
It's a tough balance. The weakness here is that the brief asks for potentially clashing things without guiding how to blend them. It can end up feeling disjointed or insensitive.
Right.
So the suggestion is to get crystal clear on the primary goal first. Is this mostly a sports analysis that touches on politics, or is it a deeper dive using sports as the frame?
Okay, so deciding the main focus.
Precisely. And then you calibrate the tone. Maybe you aim for, say, critical analysis matched with compelling storytelling for the tough parts. Or you frame it clearly. How do these controversies impact LeBron the athlete and his brand, rather than making it a full political commentary?
That makes sense. Focusing the lens.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. The brief lists a lot of facts. The Nike visit, the contract opt-in, stats, retirement hits. Lots of detail. But what's the main takeaway? Is there a core angle missing?
I think that's the next key area. Sharpening that core angle, the significance. It feels like we get the what, lots of facts, but not the so what. Why should the audience care beyond just catching up on headlines?
It risks just being a list of events then.
Exactly. Just a factual rundown. The weakness is the lack of an explicit guiding narrative or central thesis.
So how do we strengthen that?
Well, the suggestion is to explicitly define the core question or the unique perspective. Give the writer a North Star.
Okay.
For instance, the brief could add, the piece should explore how LeBron's business interests and his political stances, or lack thereof, intersect with his legacy.
Ah, okay.
Or maybe frame it as the central theme is the changing responsibilities of global sports icons today. Something that ties all those facts together into a bigger idea.
Got it. Giving it that narrative thrust.
Mm-hmm.
And that actually leads nicely into the last point, the call to action. What's LeBron's legacy? Comment below. It's strong, but how do we make sure it feels like a natural conclusion to everything discussed, not just sort of dropped in?
Yeah, that's a really good point. The potential weakness is exactly that. It feels tacked on. The brief tells the writer what to ask, but not how the preceding content builds to that question.
Right. It needs to feel earned.
Absolutely. So the suggestion is to explicitly guide the writer to weave the theme of legacy throughout the entire piece.
Okay, how would that work?
You could instruct them to say, subtly raise questions about legacy when discussing the Uyghur criticism, or connect his $52 million decision to his past statements on social justice.
So, constantly linking the facts back to that bigger question.
Exactly. Ensure the narrative keeps circling back to what these different elements, the tour, the money, the controversies, the stats, mean for his long-term impact. That way, when you hit them with the final question, it feels inevitable, like the only question left to ask.
Makes the payoff much stronger.
Definitely.
Okay, great. So, to quickly recap the feedback. First, really clarify the primary goal to align the tone, especially balancing hype with seriousness.
Mm-hmm.
Second, define and sharpen that core angle or central thesis to give the piece more significant beyond just facts.
And third, weave the theme of legacy throughout the narrative so that final call to action feels like a natural and resonant conclusion.
Those are the main points. Focus on those and it should really strengthen the final piece.